So, this thing has been sitting on my desk for way too long. Maybe I should do something about it. So, let me just get that out of the way and tell you guys, I finally got a tripod! It's not exactly mine. I just kinda, stole my dad's. Let's just get right into this, shall we? Because my previous video's intro was way too long. So, in the previous video, we made the base for the Z-ring and 3 Z crystals, because 3 is all that's going to be showing. And, yeah. So, what I said in the previous video is that I want to sand down the edges to make them a little bit sharper and a little bit crystallier. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. So I'm just gonna sweep this up with a paintbrush. Hopefully this works. Okay, I think I got everything. Just gonna throw that away. Okay, now we can move on with these guys. Alright, so before I paint them, what I want to do is sort of prime the surface using some glue. Don't know what difference it makes, but I've seen some people who make gems for their Steven Universe cosplays do that, and it might help. Still have some ink on there from the last thing that I did. But anyway, I'm just going to squeeze some glue on here and paint it on. So, according to some recent information, we can see that Gladio's Z-ring is supposed to be red, and it's like something that's pointed out really big. Like, it's in his character introduction. Like, the guy with the red Z-ring is literally his character introduction. But, like, it's not red in the game. So, I mean, I guess it's going to be a very important plot point because they're bringing it up so much, but I don't want to make it red, so that's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make it that whitish color like it is in the game. So, yeah, if I ever do another Z-ring tutorial where it's a lot more organized, I might make that one red, but for this one, I'm just going to make it look like any other Z-ring. So, don't sue me, I guess. So I'm just gonna start casually painting this. Very thin layers at a time because I don't want the brush strokes to show up too much. So just paint a thin layer, let it dry, paint another layer, let it dry, just over and over and over again. It's going to be a very tedious process, but I'm willing to go through with it. Alright, that looks like a pretty good first coat, so I'm just going to let that dry. So while that's drying, I'm going to work on the crystals because they're dry now. So I only have 3 and there's like a million Z crystals. So I'm going to try to do things that kind of match the color palette that Gladio has going on, but but not have them blend in entirely. I want them to pop but not feel super out of place. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing fire, dark, and then grass. I just think that would be a good combination, and we'll just see how that works. Repainting this won't be too hard, so if anything goes wrong, I can just change the color. So, yep. So for fire, oh man, the paint just dried on there. Okay, so fire obviously is going to be red, and in the picture it's whoa my gosh. I hate it when this happens. Well, it's not really expensive acrylic paint, so. Anyway, for fire, it's obviously gonna be red. It's a bit orangey, so I might add some yellow later on. I don't know yet. I'll just do that. And this is obviously way too dark for the grass type, so I'm really gonna add some yellow to that. And then for dark, it seems to be like a really dark gray than actually, come on. I need to find that picture. You are seeing a lot of my personal stuff. Yeah, it appears to be a really dark gray to me, so I'm just gonna have a little bit of black. Just a little bit, come on, don't go crazy with this. Okay. And a tiny bit of white, which is even harder because this paint is really runny. And why did I choose to do this color on that part of the palette? So I'm not sure if it's too visible on camera, but what I did for this dark type one is that I colored these parts of the crystals, the original darker color, that was my cat, and then these parts a little lighter to make them look shinier, I guess, and the paint is chipping off. Nothing I can't fix. But anyways, yeah, I thought that would be a cool touch, so I just wanted to show you guys what I was doing. Now to just casually sketch in the symbols, and I'm probably gonna screw this up. Now I'm just gonna go over this with paint because I'm afraid of smudging this with the sealant I'm gonna use. This doesn't look all that great, but it's not going to be too visible, so I'm not too concerned. So let's just let those dry and move on. So now to paint the next few layers of the Z-ring. Okay, so this is about 3 coats. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to start dry brushing this to give it a little bit more dimension. So here's what it looks like now. I decided to stop because I wanted this layer to dry. Now I know it looks like I was screwing it up for the first bit, but I think it looks pretty okay now. I honestly thought I was screwing it up as well. The reason why I dry brushed this so much to the point that it looks like crap is because, like, you can't tell me that this thing has been through, like, a crap load of battles and it still looks in pristine condition, okay? It's not how things work. Especially if you're an edgelord that gets into a lot of fights, you know? Speaking of edgelord, though, while this paint is drying, can I, like, discuss something with you guys? Like, he has a Z-ring, but, like, I just can't imagine him doing anything with it. Like, can you guys honestly imagine that for a second? Just imagine Edgelord McGee doing anything related to this Z-ring. I wonder if that's what the red Z-ring does. Is like, it enables people to use their Z power without, you know, making a complete and utter fool of themselves in public. I need to get myself a red Z-ring. Okay, I know it looks like I screwed up, but don't worry, I have a plan, okay? I just need this to dry first. Okay, that looks slightly better. I'm not sure why I bothered with this. There's gonna be a crystal glued in that anyway. I'm gonna die making this, aren't I? Alright, we're almost there. All we need to do now is for... Oh man, is there heat shipping? If you're wondering why I'm suddenly sounding super angry, is that I literally just spilled my water thing for the second time today. And then my tripod fell over. And then my camera screwed up on me. And then my camera ran out of battery once. And I'm just like reaching the end of my rope now. So I'm gonna go insane shortly after this. What this? Calm down. Calm down. This is not worth getting super worked up about. This is stupid. Okay, anyway. That was my short mental breakdown. So, the next step for the crystals is to sort of gloss them, I guess. I can't talk right now. I'm sorry guys. I'm failing. Anyway, this is just some varnish put into an empty nail polish container for, so I can use it easier. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the pen ended up bleeding a little bit on this one anyway. But honestly, I'm just, I don't care anymore. If this project is done, I am happy. And there we have it. Frickin' Z crystals. Who knew making them would be such a pain? So I was all, today is a new day! And then I spilled paint all over the table. This is paint. Okay, I'm calm now. So, this looks pretty done to me. So now all I need to do is glue these on there. It's not going to be the most accurate thing ever, but I don't have the patience to fix anything. So what I'm going to do is, this one is the curved one, so I'm going to glue this one right here. And it's going to be on my right arm because I'm left-handed and it would be really hard for me to function if it's on my left. So I'm going to be putting this one right here because it looks it looks really bad, honestly, so I don't want it to be too visible. So if it's closer to my body, I don't think it'll be as visible. So I think I just glued my finger to it. It burns! And honestly, I could have added some shading right here, but I don't know, maybe I'll go in with the paint later. Maybe I won't, because honestly, this project has been insane. Slowly wearing at my sanity. Okay, so there it is. I'm just gonna wait for that to cool down a little bit. Okay, I just wanted to let that dry real quick before attaching the elastic. So I also measured it on my wrist already and cut out a reasonably sized piece of elastic, and now I'm just gonna glue that on here. And I'm going to try to stay sane for the rest of this video. Probably shouldn't touch that, or I would probably scream and yell things that I would regret and go crazy. And then just glue this to the other side. Then I'm just gonna let that cool down for a little bit. Yee, that doesn't look too bad. So, yeah. Honestly though, this took way too long. So what I did was I made the elastic shorter because when it was longer it kept spinning around on my wrist and it was really weird. I wanted to fit really snugly. Also went over these parts and also the Z here. It goes like that. So that it shows up a little bit more. Honestly, I don't care too much about the Z anymore, but yeah. Are the results worth it? I don't know, considering the amount of times that I almost went crazy making this. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Not too accurate to the game or anything, but it looks cool, so that's all I really care about right now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!